Hello and welcome to the Anime Madness Wormhole. I am your host, HenDiddy. I know it's been a couple weeks since we've had a wormhole, but we're back with the wormholes. And I'm joined tonight with the head of the Jaegers himself, Tacco.
Howdy doody.
And today we're going to be talking about AOT's final episode. So let me grab something real quick.
I'm so sad.
Grab the final volume of AOT because that's what this episode covered. And that echo is killer. It's back.
Oh, hold on. Oh, any better?
I gotta talk and see. And it's still there.
I don't know.
Oh boy. Apologies, everybody. We'll try to get this figured out. Voice and video. Alright, let's see. How about now? Not as bad, is it? I'll go down a little bit more.
Maybe it's on your mic.
I'm turning down my mic right now.
Silas, it's definitely mine.
It's coming through the same way.
Alright, hold on. How about now? Any better?
Let's see. Is it any better? Whoa. Jesus.
I hope so.
Apologies, everybody. You might just have to deal with it.
So I tried.
But we were talking about AOT's final episode. What were your initial thoughts on the final episode?
In what aspect? Entirety?
Just
Or
your initial thoughts once you completed the final episode.
I liked what they added. I thought I know like the main thing added, which I mean you already talked about, was the conversation between Aaron and Armin.
That was the biggest part that they added.
I felt like them adding that kind of made the whole ending conclude better.
Yeah.
As a whole.
And in the manga, Aaron basically acts like a snob.
Yep.
Like a stuck-up snob, because I'm looking at it right now. Is exactly what he acts like. But in the anime, they did add the part where he says, "I'm just an idiot who fell into power."
Yep.
And that actually puts some more respect points on Aaron for me as a character, because he's finally admitting what I've been saying for years. And you can attest to that. I've been saying Aaron is an idiot for a while.
Yeah, you have.
Ever since, so I finished through season 3 before I started reading the manga. And at the end of season 3, when Aaron says about more enemies across the water, how it's nothing but enemies across the water, that's why I was like, are you a fucking idiot, dude?
Okay, see. Maybe him saying that entirety wasn't great, but he kind of turned out somewhat.
But you encompass it with the start of season 4 with what Aaron does. It's like, yeah, you're an idiot. Didn't even try, just went straight in the war. And then you get the flashback to like the week leading up to that. And it's like,
to be fair, there was a warning.
Yeah.
There was a warning. In Mr. Jaeger's defense, there was a warning.
But he didn't even follow his own warning. Like, he was already there. He was already there getting ready to do that before Tiber even made his speech about going to war with Parody.
Yeah, that's true.
So And even Armin mentions, because Aaron didn't give no warning. Aaron just went straight for it. Armin even mentions we could give them a warning. And
Eh.
Aaron's like, nah, I can't be bothered. So I've been saying it since the end of season 3.
That's my boy. I will defend him. Hence the name of myself on here. I will defend that man.
Boy. I swear sometimes, Tacco.
That's my guy right there.
So with AOT over though, what is your next?
Oh,
What is the next series you have your sights on?
I have no idea. I'm trying to look. I have no idea.
I would suggest One Piece.
There's a gap. There's a giant hole in me right now.
There's a meme.
I'm just patiently waiting.
There's a meme I've been seeing going around lately. I got my friend in the One Piece. Me standing at episode 1080, them at episode 1, and then the next part of the meme is them. It's like from Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, with the what the hell was the name of the tiger?
Yeah, it's in the second one, right?
No, that's the first one.
Oh, I thought that was the second one.
No, he's the enemy in the first one. Because it was the Dragon Warrior crap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that posed caduceus.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I can't remember his name, but off context clues, I'm sure someone will know his name. Leave it in the comments if you know his name. It shows him standing over. What the fuck was the master's name now? Chifu. Was that right? Is the master Chifu?
That sounds right. Yeah, that sounds right.
Kung Fu Panda. Shifu.
Yeah, you're close enough.
Also, did you know Seth Rogen played Mantis?
I do now.
And Angelina Jolie played Tigress. Jackie Chan played Monkey.
Monkey.
Tai Lung was his name.
The turtle's my favorite.
The turtle?
Yeah.
Oh.
The old tortoise or turtle.
Yeah. He played Oh, what was the turtle's name? They don't have the full name.
I can't remember the name. I just know there was like a turtle or a tortoise or whatever it was.
Oogway.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But yeah, and it shows Tai Lung standing over Shifu, only being one episode behind.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel Sage is right now, because Sage is already in the 700s.
Yep.
And he didn't start too long ago, which goes to show you that it might be 1,000+ episodes, but it won't take that long to catch up.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, the way you watch, you can't watch a single anime more than 5 episodes a day. It's like
And
weird.
to be honest with you, like, it's been weird. Like, I patiently waited since obviously, like, My Hero doesn't have anything out right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
are you caught up with JJK?
No, like I haven't touched.
Dude. All
Like,
I'm gonna say is hidden inventory will hurt. You'll get jump scared. all I'll say about it is the ending song will start playing and you'll think you're in the clear. Mappa did a great job at getting that moment down.
Yeah, it's been weird. Like, ever since the dub episode came out for the first special for AOT, like I haven't watched anything else.
I think episode 15 dub came out 2 days ago for JJK.
Okay.
So you got 15 episodes of JJK to watch.
Yeah.
And then 17 for the sub came out. I watched it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I just feel like it just have this void.
That's why I'm saying you need to pick up One Piece, and One Piece is going to be the show that
It
changes
was
your
odd.
like 5 episodes a day rule because you're just going to get hooked.
The only, I mean, not every show was 5 episodes a day.
Well, we know
Most of them
AOT
are.
wasn't.
No, no, neither was My Hero.
One Piece is going to change that for you though because you're gonna you think you got connected to the characters in AOT.
Oh, AOT is never leaving my top spot ever.
Well, to each their own, and all I can say to that is to each their own and debatable. Um,
Oh,
but
yeah,
the way Oda tells One Piece makes you connect with the characters more than you do with with AOT characters.
I mean that's fair. I might be same for some, but having going from like Aaron as like the main character, and there's so much depth in the one guy. It's so hard to be like, oh yeah,
See, that's
that guy,
I
that character grabbed me more. I'm like, I
I
can't.
love the way Aaron. I love how deep Aaron's character is written. I give
It is
Isayama I give
perfect.
Isayama a lot of credit for that. It was very well written. The only
My
thing,
opinion,
the
best
reason,
main character ever written, personally.
I mean, I can see that if we're talking about just like best main characters, I can definitely have them in my top 5.
I'm saying personally, that's like number one.
And that's the problem when you get to certain other shows, like with One Piece. Yeah, Luffy's the main character, but the Straw Hats as a whole are also the main character.
Yeah, like if I had to pick like my favorite main character, like favorite like character from One Piece, I'm picking Luffy. Luffy's my personal favorite.
I would have thought you would say Zoro or Brook.
Brook's hilarious. Brook gets an extra bonus because he's eating Sinclair.
Yeah, you haven't actually gotten a lot of Brook yet because you're only at Ennie's Lobby.
I know a lot of Brook.
Yeah, Brook. Literally the next arc, Thriller Bark, is where Brook gets introduced.
That's fair.
But
Say.
take what Isayama and don't get me wrong, no disrespect to Isayama. I have respect for Isayama, but take what Isayama did with Aaron, and do
Yeah.
that for 100+ characters.
Not all the characters are going to be that deep though. I don't think so.
They are in One Piece.
I don't think so.
Because if I just go, hold on. All right, One Piece characters. List of One Piece characters. We have Luffy. He's not written that deep.
Oh, Task the Straw.
Zoro, on the other hand, is Nami is even.
Zoro is.
Nami is extremely deep.
I agree.
Usopp is borderline, but with
I can't.
Elbaf, with
That
Elbaf
bad.
being the arc after Egg, with it being confirmed that Elbaf is the arc after Egghead, Usopp's character is about to get even deeper. Sanji's is extremely deep. Chopper's
I cannot stand
Robin's is extremely deep. Frankie's is deep. Brooks is one of the deepest on the crew.
That's fair. Like I'm not saying like One Piece doesn't have deep characters.
Yeah. Then you have
Like-
Jinbei. Arlong isn't that deep, but Hachan is extremely deep.
All on the arc is great. The arc's great.
Then
Bucky's deep.
Then you have Doflamingo. Doflamingo and Corazon, Trafalgar D. Waterlaw,
I know who Law is. Law's cool.
Pika, Virgo. We can ignore Foxy. Ignore Krieg. Boa and her sisters. Of course, and the Kuja Empresses, because Granny Neon in Amazon Lily, you'll meet Granny Neon in Amazon Lily. You think it's just this old, crazy old lady. we find out in recent chapters that she was more than that. And she was a member of one of the strongest pirate crews in the world. The Rocks Pirates.
See, like, there's like a lot.
You got Shanks, Whitebeard, Rocks, Big Mom, Kaido, Blackbeard.
Shanks deep.
Then you got people in the Marines. You have Garp, Sengoku, Sakazuki, well, you know him as Akainu, Aokiji, Kizaru, Green Bull, Fujitora. And then you got people like Dragon, Fisher Tiger. Like, I can keep going on with these characters that are deep. Koala, Silver's Rayleigh, Goldie Roger, Stopper Gabon.
I mean, yeah, like, I'm not gonna say like no other show is gonna have like deep characters and all that, because each show is gonna have them. But I don't think they're gonna be to the depth of that guy.
That's where, like, in a lot of shows, yes, I can agree to that.
Like, most of the shows that almost actually I can say basically all of the shows I've watched, I've not seen a main character that well deep dived. But Attack on Titan.
Because even if you look at ones that are deep characters, like you have Full Metal Alchemist with the Elric brothers, they don't get anywhere near close to Eren. You have you have Bleach with Ichigo.
Not even close.
You have Bleach with Ichigo. Now, depending on how you look at Ichigo's character, it can be comparable. But you don't even know how to look at Ichigo, so I don't even.
I do. That's
Flamboy. If you said that about Gon, I understand that.
Oh, you know my beef with Gon.
I understand Gon being bland.
You know my beef with Gon.
But Ichigo's a completely different type of person than Gon.
Oh, well, obviously. But, yeah, I don't think... There's a lot of characters that I don't even think compare to depth.
Guts.
Him, I'll give credit. He's almost on the same level.
What?
Granted, I haven't watched a lot of Berserk or read Berserk.
God. Dude, I'm currently reading Berserk. I have the next 3 deluxe editions on loan from Tony. I'm on number 11, which is volumes 31 through 33.
So,
and dude,
like different,
dude,
because
I can give you a site to read Berserk.
But
and then Subaru from ReZero.
I mean, that's fair.
He's also extremely deep.
I mean, that's fair.
You know what?
But I don't think they have the appeal that Eren Yeager had compared to the rest of them. Either. That's also huge in my opinion. Like, if you just look at mainstream anime, you know what I mean? Like define like mainstream or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? There is not a deeper character than him. And by that, I mean, like, the My Heroes,
Izuku didn't start getting deep until his Vigilante.
Season 5, Season 6.
Yeah.
But like, if you look at, like, mainstream, like what's going on, like, currently, like, whatever you define as mainstream, there is not a character fitting distance.
Let me actually go on Mal real quick then.
Like Black Clover, Boruto is hot garbage.
Holy shit, Frieren is at number 2 right now in top anime. So let's look at what's releasing right now. We have Frieren Beyond Journey's End. I don't think you've watched it yet. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Have you started that yet? I would say Frieren is a deep character, but I have a feeling that's because she is over 1,000 years old.
Okay, that's fair.
Then we have the Apothecary Diaries. The main character is not that deep. Actually, before I even continue with this, Thornfinn from Vinland.
Yeah, we talked about Vinland. We talked about Vinland.
he is deeper. He is deeper than Aaron.
Debatable. I'll have to watch it. Debatable. Aaliyah is debatable for now because I haven't watched it.
I wouldn't even say about watching it. I would just say
Read it.
yeah, reading it because his character gets pretty deep in the second season, but it's beyond that where it gets even deeper. I would say he's on par with Aaron after season 2 for character depth.
I don't know. Like, there's not many that were like. I think that was just the added bonus of AOT. You had a main character that was that in depth, plus surrounded with like as much as everyone gives her shit, Mikasa, and then you have Armin and
No, okay, I cannot give any.
No. I'm not saying, even though everyone gives her, I'm not giving her any credit. I mean, her whole character is Aaron.
Literally,
we all know that. Literally, but I'm saying like, but if you put like, she's not a horrible character she's not horrible. Like, she could have been so much better.
Oh yeah.
But when you get characters like Mikasa, like Armin, like Levi, and like the list goes.
Now Erwin is a deep character as well.
And yeah, so is Levi, and it's like you get like, and Armin. I'll give you Armin credit.
Levi, I wouldn't say is too deep. He just
deeper,
has a lot of trauma.
Like, poor Levi.
But it's not like Guts with the trauma. Like Guts' trauma actually makes his character deep.
Right. Yeah, him and Aaron kind of have the same similarity in that.
I'm gonna screen share this with you. I don't know if you can see it on your phone.
I'm looking. Give me 1 second if the score was slow on my phone. Would you listen right now?
Yeah, for main characters. Which I know some of them aren't main characters, but this is like one of the few I could actually find. So we're gonna rank them off of their depth.
Okay.
So first one up is we have Akame from Akame Got Killed.
Okay.
Have you seen Akame Got Killed?
I have not.
So Akame's character is an assassin that is part of Night Raid.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard of the show. I just haven't watched the show.
It's a very dark show.
That's what I've heard. I heard my brother watched it. He's like everyone dies at the end.
Yeah, so I've been trying to get the manga because I heard that it's a completely different ending.
Yeah, he was like, from what he told me, he didn't want to like say like too much what he told me.
Yeah.
Go watch it. He was like, essentially, he's like, everyone dies at the end, but the saddest character. I was like,
and that's Akame. Akame literally has to fight her sister to the death, her younger sister to the death.
Yeah, he's like, everyone dies, but the saddest character. I'm like, oh, that's wrong.
I will slightly spoil it for you and tell you that the main character actually dies like 2 episodes before the final episode.
Like, I've watched plenty of shows to where main characters die, so I understand. Like, I wish it shocked me anymore. But like, I don't know if you watched it, but like thanks to like Game of Thrones.
I haven't watched Game of Thrones. I never saw the hype of Game of Thrones.
It's good if you like medieval stuff. If you don't like it, it ain't for you. But
I think what deters me from it is the fact that I'm such a fan of Berserk.
That's fair. That's fair.
But like, I would say Akame is probably in the B tier.
That's fair.
If we're going off character death.
Fair. That's fair.
Next is All for One.
Okay. Maybe A.
If it was Tomura, I would agree with A.
Tomura, I'd almost put in like S, but
S is for like the Eren Yeager guts.
I put him in A.
Low
A. Or high B.
I would say B because if we don't know a lot about him to begin with, If we
Yeah.
had more information on his past, I could easily give him that A. We know Shigaraki's
Yeah.
we know Shigaraki's past. That's why I would say Shigaraki's an easy A.
See, I like Shigaraki too much. I think it's probably my problem, but I put him S.
I don't think he's on the depth level of like Eren or Gus.
But actually, if I pick any of like the villains to go like S tier from My Hero, I'd pick Dobby in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I can agree with Dobby.
I'd pick Dobby in a heartbeat.
I would say he's probably the only S tier one in MHA for depth.
Oh, 100%.
I'm actually going to change F to no depth, and I'm going to change the no to NA for characters we don't know.
Just put go in there now.
But
just put him there.
Mouse is going up. All for one at B. Now, All Might. Yep.
I have beef, but yeah. Oh.
I'd have to say, I mean, we've gotten some more info about All Might, especially in the most recent chapters, but not much.
But it's not much that we didn't know already.
Yeah, so I would say probably C is best for him.
I'd agree.
Now here comes another. This is the first one that I would say is an A-class contender, and that is Alphonse Elric from Full Metal.
Yep, 100%.
Not even a debate on that one.
No. Most of Full Metal, yeah, it's just kind of easy.
I don't know who this is.
I don't know who that is either.
All right, N.A. Arthur from Fire Force.
I put him at... I really didn't... I mean, I didn't read Fire Force. I don't know if there's any more Fire Force than there is from the manga. From the anime.
I put him in C tier, but above All Might.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Next one. This is the main character from Banana Fish.
I haven't seen it.
I would say he is also A tier because there's a lot of trauma in Banana Fish.
Fine, I'll take that. That's fine.
But he's below Alphonse though.
That's fine.
Next is Asta. I think that's an easy C tier.
C to low B, depending what else we get from Black Clover.
Well, you're further ahead in Black Clover.
So I put him he's right in the middle, to be honest, with those two.
Right between Arthur and All Might?
Yeah.
See, that's where I was thinking too. So I guess his character doesn't change much in the upcoming chapters.
He changes, but it's not it's not giant.
Yeah. Next is Asuna.
He changes.
Asuna Yuki from SAO.
I can't say I've watched Sword Art, so.
She starts off not having any depth at all. Then she gets a little bit from the first Alpha arc, but then it's just gone.
Yeah.
So I would say D, because she did have some in that Alpha arc, even though the first Alpha arc was the worst arc of SAO.
Okay.
But I would say D.
Yeah.
Next is Bakugo.
My bias, he wants to put him in A.
See, that's the thing. I think it's less than All for One.
I think it's more, especially with what just happened.
See, we have to see where it goes from there, though. So I would say it's less than All for One, with the chance to become greater than All for One.
We'll put him in an undisclosed.
I would put him right between All for One and Akame.
I put him top in B. That's just me, though.
You think I think we have to give it. I think we have to give it time.
I'd say it's my personal bias.
I think we have to give it time for the new depth that came, because I mean, in the Vigilante arc, he gets a huge boost in character depth.
Yeah, he does. And then accounting what's going on now.
If it wasn't for that scene in the Vigilante arc of him confronting Izuku, I would honestly have him in low C.
That's fair. That's fair.
But because of that, that's why I put him in B. And with the stuff we're getting now, we have to see what comes of it.
Apparently, great.
I could put him any higher.
Apparently, great piss because it's been great.
Next is Benimaru Shimon from Fire Force.
Oh, that's the guy right there.
He's the strongest. He's the strongest Special Fire Force member. He definitely is higher than Arthur.
Oh, 100%.
But I don't think he's B tier material. As much as I love him and he's one of my favorites from Fire Force, I don't think he's B.
I agree.
He's B tier.
Yeah, he's not.
Next is I don't know who this is. You know who this is?
Off picture, I can't really tell.
Yeah, so NA. Next is Führer King Bradley.
I don't know.
Full Metal.
Yeah, dude, never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say he's basically a certain German leader from the 1940s. Well, I mean that's what a Mistress is based off of.
Not wrong.
He's a homunculus who was created for that position. So I would say that's E tier.
Yeah,
little to no depth. So it's like S is insane amounts of character depth. A is great amounts. B is like a decent amount. C is like normal amount. D is some. E is little to no, and then no depth.
Yeah.
All right. Next is Bulat from Akame ga Kill. And just so you know,
I'll take your words for this
will
one.
not allow you to call him Mr. Bulat.
Fair enough.
It is either Bro, or I can't remember what the other one is. He is a gay character.
Oh God.
He is great. He's my favorite character in Akame ga Kill.
That's fair.
His character depth, though, I would say is above Asta's, but
Okay.
It's hard to put him above Arthur. So I'd say he goes like right there.
Right between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next is another one I don't know.
Me either.
Nah. All right, Charmy.
I love Charmy. That's just me.
Now,
Charmy cracks me up.
I know she's, from what I know from watching all 170 episodes in the movie.
Yes.
She's part dwarf.
Yes.
That's about all the character depth I know from her. Is she loves food and she's part dwarf. And don't piss her off.
No, do not do that.
Is there any other depth from her?
Yeah, not a ton, but yeah.
So above Asuna?
Yeah, I'd agree.
Like right at the top of D tier?
Yeah.
Next is Izuku.
B.
I agree. Now the question is, I know he's above Bakugo.
Sadly.
But is he above All for One?
I personally think so. I think both of them are.
I think where Deku stands right now, he is above All for One. But depending on what we get from All for One,
it's all literally literally like the three of them could all go under like their own like undisclosed.
Yeah, because like
what's gonna happen?
We still have so much to learn from All for One. We have to see where Bakugo's goes from here, and same with Izuku's. We have to see where it goes from here.
Yes, I got to read the chapter, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
But I can see him being the forefront of B tier right now. Next is Edward, which I'm putting right up next to Alphonse. Like those two, they're interchangeable.
Yep.
They either or could be leading A tier. Next, I believe this is the Japanese detective from Banana Fish.
Say, you would know more than me.
I've only read the first 2 volumes. I haven't watched it yet, but from what I understand, is he is probably right around here, right above All Might. From what I know, don't scrutinize me. I haven't finished the series.
That's fair.
Next is Endeavor.
I put him top of C.
Yeah, because we still got to see what happens with this character.
I put him top of C just because of what we have gotten.
Yeah. We have to see what happens from here on out after that battlefield.
Because we haven't seen what happened since someone went nuclear.
Yeah. Next is Envy, which I'm gonna put right next to Fuhrer Bradley.
Makes sense to me.
Now we have E.S.T from Akame Got Kill, the main antagonist of Akame Got Kill.
Yeah, this is the one you'd know more than I would.
It's hard because the way her character is. Akame Got Kill is another one that is really great character writing.
Right.
Bulot being in C is just because he dies so early.
That's fair.
I'd have to say E.S.T is definitely not above Akame, but on the same tier.
That makes sense.
Next, we have Father from Full Metal Alchemist. Or the Dwarf in the Jar. Or Dwarf in the Glass. His is a hard one, too.
This is hard, actually.
I'd have to say he goes probably right below Endeavor.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Because Von Hohenheim is going to be A-class.
That makes sense.
Next is Finral, which I don't think you can disagree with where I just put Finral.
No, but I love Finral.
Especially after we learned about his family stuff.
Finral is like a soft spot in that show for me. I love that character.
He's definitely...
Everything about Finral is great.
Finral is definitely the person with the most depth on the Black Bulls.
Depending how much story we get from Yami.
True. The future of Yami's story, especially with him being one of the two needed by the Spade Kingdom.
Like, it still hasn't been fully, given to us.
I think you could probably agree with this, even though I don't have the full story, but the Wizard King is probably the most depth out of anyone in Black Clover.
100%. Julius Novachrono is the deepest character in all Black Clover. No questions asked.
Vengeance is up there with him, though.
He's up there, but I wouldn't even say he's close.
Yeah, and then Yami and Charlotte are there as well.
The only one who I'll give Charlotte being close-ish to.
It's mainly because of her family, the problem with her family that caused her roses to go blue.
Yeah.
And from where I'm at, that hasn't been fully explained.
Right. But yeah, once you see what happens with Julius, you'll agree with what I said.
Oh, you'll know because I'll be texting you immediately once that happens.
I was flipping the fuck out.
Next though is Asui from My Hero. Now this is one of the characters that's we're going low on the list. Yeah, I would say she's probably below Charmy.
Yeah, I do not like Froppy.
I'd say below Charmy, mainly because there's still a lot more that we can get from Charmy.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Froppy, but just I don't.
Next is Gara, and this is going to be kind of controversial, but I would say Gara.
I want to hear your take first.
Is right there.
Where?
Below
Below
Benimaru.
Oh, hell no!
That's where I think. I was never a fan of Gara.
Hell no. He's at least almost top of B tier. Hell no.
I cannot see him being... He's not higher than Akame.
I think so.
I understand he went through a lot of shit, but that's just trauma. Every character is written... Every character in Naruto is written to have sadness.
Naruto's deep. Not the deepest, but deep.
I'd put Naruto in C tier as well.
See, yeah, I would too.
That's the highest I would put Gara.
I put him at the end of B.
Below E.S.T?
Yeah.
I could see him being
personally.
I could see him being above E.S.T, but that's mainly because E.S.T is it depends on how you look at her.
Gar's the same way.
But next is Gauche from Black Clover, and
D. D. Almost E.
I put him in no depth. His sister, that's all the depth he has.
Included character.
He's just there.
I can't. Like the only time I will be like, okay, Ghost is on screen right now or anything, is when he's making fun of somebody. Other than that, I can't stand him.
Like when it comes to the extras of the Black Bulls, like Gauche,
Oh my God.
Gray, what the hell is the name of the poison guy?
The poison guy?
Yeah.
Zora.
No, he's the trap. He has a lot of depth. I put him in like C or B.
I love Zora.
Johnny voices him too.
The poison guy?
Yeah, the one that looks like 1930s, 1940s German soldier. He uses poison magic. Zora uses trap magic. Zora uses trap magic. Gordon.
I love Gordon.
Gordon and Gray I would put in like E tier.
That's disrespectful. I love Gordon. I at least put him in D.
Next is another homunculus from FMAB, right in the E tier.
Yep.
Next one, I don't know this character.
Either.
Gone Freaks.
Yeah. None. None.
I can agree.
Zero.
With that. I can agree with that.
Zero. His whole character depth was him trying to find his dad.
Okay, here's the only homunculus that does not go into E tier, and that is Greed.
Yeah.
Greed. I would say Greed is higher than Father. I'd put him at the top of C.
I wouldn't put him. I put him behind Endeavor.
You put him behind Endeavor?
Yeah, I would. Personally,
I could see that. I could see that. But yeah, Greed has so much depth for being a normal homunculus, and I think that's due to Lan Fan. Or Ling Liao. Lan Fan's one of his protectors. Next is Riza Hawkeye. My second favorite character from Full Metal.
Do we have the same favorite character?
Winry?
I think we do. Winry? We do not have the same favorite character then.
Yeah, Winry's my favorite.
My favorite's Mr. Mustang.
Oh, you like Mustang?
Oh, Mustang. Roy? Hell yeah, that's my guy.
Roy's not bad. I would say mine goes Winry, Riza.
That's fair.
Oliviera.
That's fair.
And then I would put Mustang. No, I would put
That's fair.
Hughes at 4, Mustang at 5.
That's fair.
I don't know what it is, but the women in Full Metal are great. It could be because it's a women mangaka. But there's also Izumi. Izumi's such a good character, too. Oh, that's a hard one. But Riza, we don't get to learn too much about her.
No, not entirely.
I would say she's probably right behind Charmy.
That's fair.
Next is Princess Hibana from Fire Force.
See, she's debatable.
Her and Iris. So Iris is on here. Her and Iris will be ranked right with each other. They're going to be like the Elric brothers.
Yeah.
I would have to say they're probably...
End of C?
No, because they're higher than Benimaru.
You think so?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. Then I put them right in front of...
I put them right in front of Benimaru.
Yeah.
Fire Force characters are just boom right there.
They were meant to be there. But speaking of Fire Force characters, we have another one coming up right after.
The Lieutenant of Company 8. This is one that's gonna...
See, I like him a lot.
I like him. He's not in like my top 3 characters.
No, but
But
I
I
like
would
him a
say
lot.
he goes right here with Riza.
That's fair.
Next is Hisoka.
Gone. For other reasons, not depth, but gone. For other reasons.
Even with his depth, I would say he goes at the bottom of E.
Like, okay, if you look at Hisoka as a depth, like for his depth.
Now, from what I understand, like
not,
in the Dark World arc,
he's not as bad.
He's not as bad, and he actually gets more depth.
But if you just look at Hisoka the way Hisoka is, just get him.
Yeah. So, taking the Dark World arc into consideration, he's above Froppy.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
We can put him there.
Next is Von Hohenheim, which he's right up there with the Elric brothers.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's a bad dad. I get that.
Very bad dad.
But the shit that he had to deal with on his own?
Give him props.
And I mean, he had people offer him help, like Winry's grandmother offered to help him when she was younger. But it's the fact of how long this journey was taking him and how long it was gonna take. He couldn't take anybody with him.
Nope.
Next is another character I do not know. And
Me
now we have one of the least depth characters from Class A.
The most depth we got was the Hero Killer fight.
Yeah, I would say he's definitely above Froppy, though.
I put him top, not top, maybe not top.
I can't put him above Charmy. That's the only one I can't put him above.
I put him above Hisoka. That's his
right
personal
above
reasons.
Hisoka?
Either, yeah, I'd do that.
And Hisoka could be higher if we knew the full contents of the Dark World arc.
Yeah, I mean, granted.
We just know the very baseline stuff of the Dark World.
So if we ever get that.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to read it, but I have so much other stuff that I'm reading.
That's fair. Saying, you know me, I'm not the biggest fan of Hunter x Hunter.
And I mean,
but,
like halfway through the Dark World arc, from what I've heard, it's like reading. It turns into like reading a light novel.
So like, I don't know how to feel about that.
It's because like it's like JJK, where you have to like explaining the ability makes it more powerful.
See, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I feel about that. That was always the one that.
The problem with Nen is so perfect. Like, Nen is the #1 power system in all of anime.
You think so?
Yeah, with how perfect and how deep and how well thought out the power system is. It's the best.
That's true when you think about it.
And that's why I would put JJK's power system right behind it in second.
That's fair.
Because JJK's power system does take inspiration from the Nen power system.
I mean, that's fair.
It's just with how deep it is when you're explaining it. It's so much to explain.
Yeah, it's fair.
But next, speaking of Hunter x Hunter, we have Killua's older brother. I don't remember his name.
Me either.
I would say he's probably E tier from my knowledge.
From memory, I'd agree.
I would say the homunculus have more depth than him. Now,
which is bad.
Killua's other brother, the fat one, I would put higher.
Yeah.
Next is Itachi.
Okay.
And I think this is our first S class.
Thank you.
As much as I don't like Itachi,
I was going to war.
I cannot disagree with how deep his character is.
Itachi is one of the deepest characters in the whole show.
I would say the only one I would put above him would be Obito.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even
put... more.
I mean, Madara... I don't think I could put Madara above Itachi, but Madara's up there too.
Madara's up there, but think about it. Half of the shit that Madara does, like leading up to like the war and everything, is Obito.
Yeah.
So it's all of Obito.
Next, we have Izumi Curtis from Full Metal, and that's another one that's going right up with the other Full Metal characters in A tier.
Yep, I'd agree.
And then Jiraiya.
I think he's A tier.
I agree as well.
Behind Finral.
I'm gonna put Finral above the dude from Banana Fish.
I put him bottom of A tier.
Yeah, I put him a bit above the guy from Banana Fish because I know he's a deep character. I just don't know enough.
Say Jiraiya's a good character.
And we have another Fire Force character with Smoke.
He's a cool character.
Joker is his name.
Say Joker's cool.
Joker.
I like Joker.
He's in my top 3 favorite characters of Fire Force.
Understandably so.
It goes Maki, Benimaru, Joker.
Maki's your favorite?
Yeah, bro.
That's fair.
For multiple reasons.
That's fair enough. Shinra's my favorite, but understandable.
See,
I like Shinra. Shinra a lot. I like
Shinra. Shinra's weird for me because Shinra.
I forget his name. It's Shinra and then the
Vulcan.
It's the guy that Ian Sinclair voices. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Lick.
Yeah.
That's
I like him a lot.
Vulcan and Lick round out my top 5 for Fire Force.
Say I like him a lot too.
Shinra with me. So I started Fire Force before I started JJK.
Same.
And
actually no, reverse.
Early Fire Force, like the first 2 seasons. What's animated of Fire Force?
I mean, that's
Shinra Yuji reminded me of Shinra.
That's fair.
So,
but you don't like.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. But in the later arcs of Fire Force, it's like, oh, Shinra is nothing like Yuji is nothing like Shinra. Because even right now, apologies for JJK spoiler. Uzumaki Goku with Itachi and Jiraiya and Kirishima are S tier. Kirishima S tier? Now, if we're talking normal characters...
He biased.
Yeah. If we're talking normal characters, like just ranking the characters, I can see that as, like, Jiraiya definitely. Kirishima, not really. But in terms of character depth, Kirishima's nowhere near S tier.
Yeah, character depth-wise, no. As a character, hell yeah, I love Kirishima, but not as a depth.
But basically, Yuji is useless right now, and he even got told by another character, "You're not leaving this safe zone because you're dead as soon as you walk outside." That's how useless he is. It's bad.
Yeah.
But Joker, he's definitely above Benimaru, but I don't think he's B tier. I'd put him above Greed.
That's fair.
Next is Kakashi.
I love Kakashi.
I would say he's above Finral.
Above Finral?
Yeah. But he doesn't. This is the problem with our A tier right now. Our bottom half of A tier is like, yeah, they're A tier, but then our top half of A tier is like, these people are good enough to possibly be S tier.
Yeah.
Like, there's such a huge gap between Kakashi and Izumi.
There really is.
Next is Killua.
I love Killua. That's the only reason why I got.
I would say Killua is right in the middle of B tier.
That's fair. Behind Bakugo?
Yeah,
I'd agree.
Because he does have that moment during the Chimera Anarch where he's just like a Gon simp.
Yeah, not a fan of that part.
So that kind of kills his character depth.
Just a little bit.
You know, so I already got through most of AOT's manga when I binged Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
And you know what I started thinking when that arc came up and that
What?
scene happened with Killua?
What?
I was like, is Mikasa based off of Killua? That's like literally the thought that was in my head.
I don't think that was the case.
No, but it felt like that. Next is Kirishima. And
Kirishima, ironically, is now up.
he goes right behind Ida. Because at least Ida had the hero killer arc. To give him depth.
That is true.
I mean, Kirishima had that little backstory with Mina, but it's like that didn't add to his character depth. And that was during the right before the overhaul fight in season 4, when he unlocked Red Riot Unbreakable. Or was that during the raid? No, he unlocked Unbreakable when fighting the gangster that used the drugs. That's when we got that flashback. But I can't see him higher than Ida. Did I lose you?
Yeah.
Are you there?
No, you're here.
Okay.
I'm also arguing off the side. I'm arguing off the side. No. Off of depth, he's not that high. No, he's not.
Tell him to get it. Tell him to get in the call.
Get in the call.
Like we're not on AOT spoilers anymore. He can get in the call.
He said no. He wants to give him his two. He's gonna give us his 100 points.
Next is Kirito from SAO.
Again, I have not watched Sword Art, so this is all on you.
So Alicization gives him some depth, but it's kind of like a split personality depth because he doesn't remember his memories of the real world while in that machine. So it's like two different characters. So, I mean, I'll put him above Froppy. That's the best I can get him. Next is Kurapika from Hunter x Hunter, and this is another one that goes... I put him right behind Akame.
I agree.
And then Leorio, right with Gon. Yeah, he's got the sad backstory with his friend that he couldn't save, and that's why he wants to be a doctor, but... I mean, is that any difference than I want to find my dad?
Oh, boy. This man.
I'm not wrong.
No, you're not.
Next. Now, is this Patri or licked?
If it's licked...
If it's licked, that's a S-tier candidate, but possibly high A.
I give him A, just because we don't know.
But if it's Patri...
Then it's like D.
So I would
if it's
say...
licked... We'll just say it's licked.
Alright, so if it's licked,
I give him A.
I put him right above Kakashi. Because I don't
think so. I put him above Finral.
Oh, he is above Finral. But you have to remember, you have that gap between Kakashi and Izumi, and I think licked is a perfect fit for that gap.
That's true.
Next is Ling Yao from FMAB. And he has to go right next to Greed. He can't go anywhere else but next to Greed, because it's because of him. It's because of the dynamic between him and Greed and having the same body that make them so deep.
Yeah.
Next is, I can't remember the dude's name from Akame, but he is one of the ones that is like, boom, top of E.
Boom, top of E.
Next is Luck.
Luck?
Luck is definitely higher than Charmy.
I'm going to C tier. Bottom of C.
Bottom C. I think he's above Asta. But I don't know if I'd put him above Bulat.
I put him honestly. I'd still put him bottom C.
Well, he is in the bottom 4.
I put him above. I put Asta above him.
You put Asta above him?
I would.
Next is Lust. Now, Lust is another homunculus that isn't like these other 3.
Right.
But she's not as high as Greed, so I would say right above Ida would work for Lust.
I agree.
Don't know this one. I have a feeling these are all characters from Banana Fish because the animation look on all of them look pretty much the same. So they're probably all Banana Fish characters. Next is Magma.
I love it. See, he's one of my favorites from the show.
He's a good character, but I don't think he's above Luck or Asta.
I know you're right. You're not wrong.
But he's definitely above Charmy.
I don't know who voices Magna. I feel like I should. I feel like I do
I'm
know.
pretty sure it's Ian Sinclair.
It's Ian Sinclair. Yeah, it's
Ian Sinclair.
Ian Sinclair alone makes me love that character.
Because it's another show where Ian and Chris are together.
Speaking of that, oh my god, I can't wait for Solo. Justin Brenner, Chris Sabat, and oh my god, I can't wait.
Another tangent. As I say this real quick, we have Alexis Lee as Sungjin Woo, who plays.
Oh my god.
He plays Mikey in Tokyo Revengers.
Gamma 1 from the superhero movie.
Gamma 1. He plays the Lizard Man from Dorohedoro. He plays Anos Voldigo in the Misfit Demon King Academy. And he plays Zenitsu in Demon Slayer.
Yep.
Then we have Justin Brenner as Yo Jiho.
Oh, that's such a
voice of Izuku Midoriya. We have Rebecca Wang playing Sung Jiha. We have Michelle Rojas playing Cha Hae-in.
We got a stack cast.
Ian Sinclair playing Cho Jong-in.
Stacked.
Chris Sabat as Bayek Yono.
Oh my, I cannot.
I apologize if I'm butchering these names. I'm not great with Korean names.
Oh, this was Korean?
Yes, the Mawa is Korean.
Okay.
Yes. It's the same as The World After the Fall, Tower of God, and The God of High School.
Okay.
Those are all Korean Mawas. Pretty much any Mawa is 9 times out of 10 going to be Korean.
Okay.
Kent Williams is playing Go Gunhee. And Sungwo Cho is playing Woo Jinchul.
We got a stack cast.
It's insane.
It's stacked. I can't wait.
Sage just messaged Inner Chamber of Secrets. Roshanate do Flamingo, or Cortisone, is way better in his opinion than Dofi.
And this is also the same man who said Kirishi.
I mean, that's actually not a bad take. Roshanate is a great character. They're both top tier characters. They're both 100% top tier characters.
That's fair.
But Magma, I would put right below Luck.
Yeah.
Now we come to my favorite Fire Force character, Maki Oze. And her character is rough to rank.
Yes, it is. It is a tough one.
But I say she's right ahead of Benimaru.
I'd agree.
Next is, I can't remember her name, but she's from the country of Jing. From Alchemist.
I can't really remember what.
I say she's right above the three homunculi in E. Her only real character depth is to find the Philosopher's Stone.
So I definitely forgot a lot about Full Metal. It's been a while since I watched it.
Next up is Meruem.
Oh, Miriam.
Why do you say it like that?
It's Miriam.
It's Meruem.
Miriam. Not great.
He's mid tier.
So he's good, but not great.
I would say.
Bottom of C.
Here's the problem. He has more depth than Asta.
That's true. So put him in. I put. All right. So
I'd put him right above Arthur. Is where I would put him.
That's fair.
Next is Mike Guy.
I love Guy. Not a lot of depth to him, but I love Guy.
No, I say he's probably top of E, bottom of D.
Yeah, so not a lot of depth to Guy, but love him.
Springtime of Youth. That's really all it is.
Hey, don't be hating.
Next is Minato. Now Minato is another one that's like middle.
See, I put him higher in C.
With that one shot we got for him. That's what gets me to C tier with him. Because we don't really get a lot with him outside of that one shot.
I put him in front of Hibana in C tier.
You put him right below Father.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
I wish we have like if we had more for Minato, I could say B to A, but we don't get a lot from Minato.
And there's not much more. We can get from him.
No, which sucks because like the character of Minato is great.
If he never died, he would be higher.
Oh my god! If he never died in like, probably
he'd be up there with Kakashi and Jiraiya if he never died.
So, I'd agree. If he wasn't killed off so early, 100%.
Next is Mine from Akame ga Kill. She has more than the green-haired guy. I put her like. I put her right above Lust. That's where I would put her. Right above Lust.
That's fair.
Next is Momo Yayorozu.